Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be prepping and making 7 meals so that I can help my future self out. I am going to be making a week of meals and I'm going to take you along the journey with me. Today I'm going to be working with instant brands on this video, and we want to show you how you can rethink the way you cook with instant. So today what I'm going to be cooking is a chicken curry, a chicken and noodle soup, a chicken pie, barbecue pulled pork stir fry, barbecue pulled pork burgers, a super easy veggie bean soup, and a delicious winter warmer veggie chili too. I'm going to be making these 7 meals using lots of their different products today. So if you're thinking of buying yourself an air fryer or an instant pot, I hope I can show you how each one works and how it could benefit you in the kitchen. Let's get cooking. I have got my list of what I need to make and the order I'm going to make it all in. So like I said before, I'm going to be cooking all the different elements to my meals in the different instant brand products. The great thing about these products is they really complement each other, and you can use one alongside the other, and it just makes cooking so much quicker. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pulled pork on the go. This is a pork shoulder joint. I feel like that is the tastiest for pulled pork, and because I have got such a big pork joint here, it means it's going to cater for 2 generous meals. First thing we are going to do is make our sauce. So what I have got here is some cider. I just have Compton Orchard medium dry cider. So I'm going to pop all of that into my instant pot. And for this, it's going to be cooked in the instant pot whisper quiet pressure cooker. So I'm also going to go in with some barbecue sauce. My secret ingredient for this is definitely sweet chili jam. This is just a Nando's sweet chili jam, and it really adds a little something to your barbecue sauce. So I'm just going to put a squeeze of that in and then just finish it off with a little bit of cumin and finally some paprika. Give that little mix together before getting your pork joint and putting it in there. So I do leave the skin on, and at the end you can just easily remove that before pulling your pork apart, and you can pop it into the air fryer or anything like that just to crispen it up and make a really delicious pork scratching. Once your pork joint is fully coated with your barbecue sauce, you're then ready to pop this into instant brands and whisper quiet, and you're going to pressure cook this just for 45 minutes. And once it comes out a little bit later, I'm going to show you how amazingly easy it is to get pulled pork in an instant. So now your pork joint is on the go. It's now time to start preparing your chicken. This is an extra large chicken because this is going to make up 3 different meals. So what I have got here is I've just got some oil. I'm going to go in with some thyme. Love thyme on chicken. Generously coat it with some salt and a little bit of pepper too. Right, so this is going to be cooked in Instant Brands brand new 13-litre Vortex Plus air fryer oven. This is very cool. As you can see, it's got an oven door to it. And what I actually love about this is that you can cook a whole chicken, and an extra large chicken at that, with their rotisserie function. Once your chicken is nicely secured and you have smothered the chicken with the herbs and the salt and oil, you then want to pop this into the Vortex Plus, and I also include the drip tray at the bottom so you can capture any of those juices that fall off the chicken as it is cooking. I'm then going to pop this onto the roast setting for 35 minutes. Now that the 2 main parts of your meal prep are cooking, you can start on with the kind of like other elements of their meals, but also I'm making a slow cooker veggie chili as well. So what I have got here is 1 onion that I'm just going to chuck into my onion dicer, and I've also got 3 cloves of garlic here. So I'll just quickly blitz this and I'll be back. Okay, so here is Instant Brand's Superior Slow Cooker, and what I love about most of the Instant Brand products is that they have a saute function on each of their appliances. So what I'm going to do first of all is just set this to saute. Then I'm going to add in a little bit of oil. By the way, they all have inner pots to make it really easy to wash and clean, but also once this has been cooked, you can actually pop this into your fridge in here as well without having to decant it to another Tupperware. So now I've got the saute setting on, I'm going to pop in my onion and garlic mix. And I'm also gonna pop in this chili con carne mix. There is nothing wrong with a little bit of cheating because I can't get mine to taste as good as a mix makes it taste. So it's absolutely nothing wrong with buying a shop-bought spice mix. Once your onion and garlic have sauteed for a few minutes, you're then ready to just go in with the rest of your ingredients. So I've got 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. If there's anything that's sort of stuck to the bottom of your slow cooker as well, once you start adding in some liquid, that will all just lift off, but it will add such flavour to this dish. I'm also going to pop in 1 veggie stock cube. What I have just drained is 2 tins of red lentils and also some red kidney beans, a touch of salt and pepper. I'm just going to turn the saute setting off now because I'm now going to switch this over to the slow cooker setting. This is actually going to be our dinner for tonight, so I'm going to also prep the rice now too. So that is smelling absolutely delicious. Pop the lid on and I'm going to pop this over there now and bring the rice cooker here. So now it's onto the rice. I've always wanted a rice cooker. I feel like I can cook rice quite well, but people who have rice cookers tell me how amazing they are. So now I am using Instant Brand's one and I'm totally converted. So this rice cooker is really, really cool because not only does it cook rice, but it also sautés, steams and slow cooks too. So when you open it up, it has got an inner pot and it's got another inner pot. So this is obviously what you use if you're cooking rice, and this is what you would use if you wanted to sauté or steam or slow cook. I sort of go on half a cup of rice per person. So because there's 4 of us, I'm going to be using 2 cups. So I've measured that out here, and then I'm just going to rinse this rice through. This little inner pot has got holes at the bottom, so the water comes out of it really easily. So it makes rinsing rice super, super quick and easy. And then in the cup accessory that you get with your rice cooker, I am going to do 1.5 cups per 1 cup that I am using of rice. So in total, I will be using 3 cups of water for the rice quantity that I am going for. And the great thing about this is you can actually delay the start time. So because my slow cooker is going and it's only going to be done in sort of 6 hours time, I will delay this so it will start when there's just half an hour left on the slow cooker. So what I've got in here is 1 onion, 4 cloves of garlic, a large nub of ginger, and the juice of 1 lime. I'm going to go in with half a teaspoon of turmeric, big tablespoon of garam masala. I'm doing 1 tablespoon of curry powder, and then 1 teaspoon of paprika. Finally, what I add to mine is 200 mils of veg stock. So I've just put some warm water in here so the veg stock can kind of dissolve a bit. Pop it in there, blitz it up, and your curry paste is done. Now, obviously, we're coming to the end of meals being made. I'm going to start putting them into the kind of Tupperware or the little storage containers that I have. So these are just little storage bags that are perfect for going into the freezer. You can lay them flat and they do not leak as well. They're really, really great. Curry paste is done. I just checked my chicken. It's looking delicious, but I'll put it on for another 7 minutes because the inside is still a little bit pink. Now I am ready to prepare my chicken noodle soup. This is such a delicious lunch or dinner. It is so, so cleansing. And because I love to pack it full of pak choi, it's honestly just really, really healthy too. So what I've got here is I've just washed some pak choi, and then I'm just going to cut it into kind of like bite-sized pieces and pop it into this Tupperware here so that once it goes into the fridge, I can pull this out whenever I need it, sling it into a pan or pot and bring it up to the boil, ready to make the most delicious soup. To go with my pak choi, I'm also going to add some spring onions to this. And then finally, what I'm also going to do is add in some ginger and some garlic too. There you have your next meal. And then what I have just got to go with that is my noodles and some chicken stock as well. 2 down. For the final part of my chicken dishes, I'm going to make a chicken, leek and mushroom pie. This is a super quick and simple version of a mushroom pie, but it's one that always goes down so well with our kids. So what I've got here is a leek that I have just top and tailed and washed through, and I'm just slicing that And then what I've got here is like a silicone dish that you can pop into your air fryer. I have now got some mushrooms. So now those are sliced, I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil to them. And then I'm just gonna pop it into my Vortex Versazone for 7 minutes on the air fryer setting so that they can sweat through a little before adding them to the rest of the pie mix. While my mushrooms and leeks are cooking, I'm just going to make up my sauce for my chicken and leek pie really quickly. So how I cheat is I use some soft cheese. Honestly, it's so good. I'm also gonna add in 200 mils of chicken stock, and then the secret ingredient is a good heaped teaspoon of whole grain mustard too. So just whisk everything together to combine it, and by that time your mushrooms and leeks will be cooked and ready to add. Guys, we're not far off. So this one I am prepping is going to be for a pulled pork stir fry. So I've just got some baby corn here, I've got some peppers, I've got carrots, broccoli and spring onion as well. So I'm just gonna slice everything into kind of strips so that it is perfectly prepared for the stir fry. And then I've got 2 of these little storage bags that I will just stuff full with loads of veggies. That is all the veg prepped and cut and bagged for the stir fry. And then what I'm going to put with that is obviously some noodles when it comes to cooking. Right, now it's time to get the meat out and start shredding it and portioning it out. Oh my gosh. Wow, there's so much. Oh, and also, I've got this little pot here because we're gonna put all the bones into here. You could do this in your pressure cooker, super quick and easy. So I've got all of the juices that came off of the chicken in there already. I'm gonna add in the bones and then I'm going to pop it onto my hob for a good couple of hours so it can simmer away and make a delicious bone broth. Oh, Lulu's having some too. Nice bit of chicken in my chicken pie. The final step with our pie, I've just got some pre-made puff pastry here. So I'm just going to lay it over the top and then just cut off the excess pastry like so. Right, so now that is done, this is going to go into my fridge and it's going to be cooked up tomorrow. And I'm actually going to cook this in the Instant Brand Versazone Vortex air fryer. Because that air fryer has such a big capacity, this will easily fit in and it will cook through really, really quickly. Everything's cooked inside, so you just have to put it in for about 17 minutes on 200 degrees centigrade for your puff pastry to cook through nicely. Another one done. Final meal, guys, let's do this. Okay, so now because we have taken the pork out of here, I'm actually just gonna quickly use this to make a quick soup, and it literally is a quick soup. So I've just popped my Whisper Quiet onto the saute setting, put some oil in there, and I have diced up some 1 onion and 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm gonna stick those into saute. And then I've also diced up 2 carrots and 2 sticks of celery, which I'm gonna pop into. To that, I am going to be adding in some thyme, some paprika, and some cumin. Smells amazing already. I love a soup. I feel like because winter is coming in the UK, soup can be perfect, like I said, for a lunch or a dinner. I'm gonna turn the saute setting off and then add in the rest of my ingredients. So I've got some chopped tomatoes, and I'm gonna fill this whole thing up here with some water as well. I've got a veggie stock cube because this again is our second veggie meal that I'm making. And then what I've got here is some drained cannellini beans and some butter beans as well. Some salt and pepper to taste. And then I'm actually just gonna add in 1 more tin of water too. Secret ingredient, rose harissa, cannot be missed. This is so, so good and adds a delicious flavor. I actually add some in now, and then also I like to sprinkle some on the top of my soup when I serve too. I am literally gonna pressure cook this for 2 or 3 minutes. Let's go for 3. And there you have it, 7 meals cooked in just 2 hours. I feel like when you're doing this, it feels like it's a bit of a labor of love, but I promise you, I am going to be so grateful to myself this week when every single evening I can just pull out a meal and it's ready to pop in the oven or pop in the air fryer. What I have got here is a chicken curry. All I need to do is make some rice and then just heat this through, add the chicken, and it tastes delicious. I've also got a chicken noodle soup, and actually instead of me using these 2 chicken stocks, I am going to be using the chicken broth that I am cooking up on my stove at the moment. It's just simmering away nicely, but that will be the sauce that I'm gonna have with this. I've also got my chicken pie. Then over here we have got a barbecue pork stir fry. We're also gonna have some barbecue pulled pork burgers, and all I'm gonna do on the side of that is just cut up some wedges so they can be popped into the air fryer and cooked through. Second to last, we have this delicious butter bean soup. And finally, we of course have my slow cooker veggie chili too. So the rice will come on, and like I said, it will be all cooked and finished at the same time. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm gonna write all ingredients, quantities, and the next steps when you go to cook these down in my description box as well. I'll also link all of these instant brand products down there too, so you can hopefully go and do some research, see which one or ones that would help you out in the kitchen. I hope I've done them a little bit of justice today, but I could go into so much more detail about each and every one of them. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and thank you to Instant Brands for sponsoring it. I've loved it and I am so happy. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.